Hello everyone and welcome to Articles Part 3. In this video we shall focus on the plural forms and how to use articles with plural nouns. So let's just recap what we have already done before. So we did what articles? So when we did all this stuff, so means one, which one, anyone, is it definite? No. Is it specific? No. And same. The, which one, that one, this one, the one we are talking about, it's definite, it's specific. And the, for more than two, or two or more rather, which ones, those ones, or these ones, the ones that we happen to be talking about. Right, so and where do we insert articles? In front of or before nouns. So the dog is alert, it was a helicopter, the horses are in the stable. All of them are nouns and all of them have certain articles. How to know which? So in the last video we saw the singular forms of nouns. So singular common non-specific, singular common specific, singular proper specific, and singular proper non-specific. In this video we shall see the plural forms of nouns, how to use them in their plural forms. How do you insert articles before plural nouns? The first one we shall look at is plural common non-specific, and then we shall go on to plural common specific, then plural proper specific, and plural proper non-specific. Right, so let's start with plural common and non-specific nouns. How do we use articles with them? So number one, I want eggs please. Is eggs plural? It certainly is. Is it common? Yes, of course it is common. Is it specific? No, it is not specific. It is non-specific. Any eggs. I'm not focusing on some eggs lying somewhere. Not those eggs, not these eggs. Any eggs. I would like some eggs please, or I want eggs please. That's all. So you can see no article has been inserted. Tell him to go and tell him to get me some hammers. Some hammers. Is it plural? Yes, it's more than one. Is it common? Yes, hammers are common. Hammers don't have names. Are they specific? No, they are not specific. Any hammers, some hammers. I don't care which hammers he brings me. So, no article needed. Do not insert an article. That changes the meaning of the noun. That changes its quality. Those are not UFOs. So the things that you're looking at, or the photographs you might happen to be looking at, are not UFOs. Are UFOs plural? They certainly are. Are they common? Yes. Specific? No. Do not insert any articles. Those are clouds. Those are clouds. Just any clouds, not some particular clouds, any clouds. Books are kept on shelves. Which books? Do we know these books? No, just generally books, any books are kept where? On shelves. Which shelf? The shelf in my living room? No, just shelves, any shelves. Not any particular, not any specific shelf. So those were plural common non-specific. Let's move on to plural common specific. Remember, specific or definite means we know which ones. Give me the eggs, please. Plural, yes. Common, yes. Specific, very specific. Those ones, the ones that are lying there, or the ones that are lying on the table, the ones that are next to you, those ones. Give me the eggs. Go and tell him to get me the hammers. This person knows and I know which hammers I want. So go and tell him to get me the hammers. Plural, common, and very specific. Those are not the UFOs from the photos or from the photographs. Not the UFOs that we saw earlier in those photographs. Very specific. Very specific. We know which photo, we know which UFOs we are talking about. Number 4. The seats are next to the front windows. The seats. Which seats? Your seats. Or the seats indicated on your ticket are next to what? The front windows. Windows at the front. Very specific. The front windows. Not any windows, not perhaps some are at the rear, some are in the front. No, very specific. The books were lying on the shelves. Which books? The books we are talking about are the books that we know. They were lying where? On the shelves. Where were they? Where were these shelves? Perhaps they were in the library. Perhaps they were in the study room. They were somewhere, but we know which shelves they are. So this was plural, common and specific. Now we shall go to plural proper specific. Like, again, these are a bit tricky. Like I told you in the last video, the Japanese live on the 10th floor. So now I'm using Japanese as a proper plural specific noun. I know with Japanese, you know with Japanese, the listener and the speaker both know with Japanese we are talking about. So where do they live? They live on the 10th floor. So the Japanese. I have not inserted Japanese tourists or the Japanese students. That would make it an adjective. I have kept it proper just to demonstrate. Right, you can add the Japanese tourists or the Japanese students, and you would still use the, but then we are not focusing on Japanese, we would be focusing on students. All right, so number 2, tell the Mises of grade 7 to come here. Which Mises? Mises. Which one? Of grade 7. Very specific. Tell them, only them, not all the Mises in the world. I don't want to talk to, or I don't want all of them to come here. Only the Mises of grade 7. So those ones to come here. Number 3, the minis of class 5 prefer sandwiches. Which minis? All the minis in the world? No, only the ones of class 5 or the grade 5. They prefer sandwiches. Only these ones. So are they plural, all of them? Yes, they are all plural. Are they proper, all of them? Yes, all of them have names. Are they specific? Yes, very specific. So these are again a bit tricky. Watch out when you use them, or watch out when you do them in your tests. And let's go on to plural proper non-specific. Number 1, Americans like good burgers. Which Americans? Any Americans. Do we know which Americans we are talking about? No, just generally. We are just speaking generally. So Americans like good burgers. All right. Not the Americans, not the ones that we know. Just Americans. Number 2, KFCs are opening up nearby. So which KFCs? Which restaurants? Are there some specific restaurants? No, just generally. So that was a plural noun. That was a proper noun. I made it plural by adding an S. KFC. So many KFC restaurants are opening nearby. Again, I did not insert the restaurants just to focus on proper. Number 3, I know German Shepherds and how to raise them. So we are talking about German Shepherd dogs. So I know German Shepherds and how to raise them. Proper? Yes. Plural? Yes. Non-specific? Yes, non-specific. All or any German Shepherd dog. We're not talking about some particular German Shepherd dogs. So you can see none of these had any articles. Again, these are a bit tricky, so kindly focus on when you do or when you use them in your conversations. So let's revise. So in this video we did plural. So plural, common, non-specific, no article necessary. Plural proper, non-specific, no article necessary. However, plural common specific and plural proper specific, you need to insert the. And in the last video we saw singular, so singular common non-specific, or an. Singular common specific, the. Singular proper specific, the. Singular proper non-specific, or and. So note the pattern. So singular common non-specific, or an. Plural common non-specific, no article necessary. Singular proper non-specific, or an. Plural proper non-specific, no article necessary. Now singular common specific, the. Singular proper specific, the. Plural common specific, the. Plural proper specific, the. So these are the similarities or the similar themes that go with plural and singular nouns. So that's all for today's video. Please watch these other videos or and articles part 2. The links in the description below, and that should pretty much cover entire articles entirely. Right. Thank you for watching. I shall see you in the next one.